Initially created by Israeli firms Rafael Advanced Defense Systems and Israel Aerospace Industries, the Iron Dome air defense system became operational in 2011.
Imagine waking up in the middle of the night to the sound of sirens. You've got only seconds to grab your family and find shelter. In the sky above, an invisible battle is taking place. Missiles are racing toward your city, and another set of missiles are racing to stop them. This is not a scene from a movie. This is real. And the technology making this moment survivable is one of the most advanced missile defense systems in the world, Israel's Iron Dome. But today, it's not just about defense. It's about survival. With tensions escalating between Israel and Iran like never before, the Iron Dome is facing one of its most critical tests yet. In this video, we'll uncover how the Iron Dome works, why it was created, and how it's holding the line in a potentially historic regional conflict.
The Iron Dome then fires a missile to intercept these threats, preventing them from hitting their targets.
What is the Iron Dome? The Iron Dome is Israel's first line of defense against short-range rockets, artillery shells, and mortars. It's a mobile air defense system designed to detect and intercept threats fired from distances between 4 and 70 kilometers away. Think of it as a protective umbrella, constantly scanning the skies and ready to strike back within seconds. It's made up of 3 core parts: a radar system that detects incoming threats, a control unit that calculates their trajectory, and interceptor missiles that destroy them mid-air. But it's not just about shooting down rockets. The system is smart. It only intercepts those headed toward populated areas, letting others fall harmlessly in open fields. This conserves resources and prevents overreaction. For years, it has protected Israeli cities from frequent rocket attacks from Hamas and Hezbollah. But now, with Iran involved more directly, the stakes are much higher. Why was the Iron Dome built? To understand why this system was built, you need to understand Israel's geographic and political reality. Israel is surrounded by hostile groups and nations. Its cities have been targeted by thousands of rockets over the years, especially from Gaza and southern Lebanon. During the 2006 Lebanon War, over 4,000 rockets rained down on Israeli towns in just a few weeks. The death toll and destruction were devastating. The need for a rapid response missile defense system became urgent. Israel began developing the Iron Dome in 2007, and by 2011, it was operational. Since then, it has intercepted thousands of rockets and prevented countless civilian casualties. It's not an exaggeration to say that it has changed the entire dynamic of how conflicts are fought and survived in the region. Iran's role in the conflict. Now, let's bring Iran into the picture. Iran has long been accused of fueling instability in the region by supporting militant groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon and Islamic Jihad in Gaza. It provides these groups with funding, training, and, critically, weaponry. But over the past year, the Iran-Israel shadow war has moved into a new and dangerous phase. What was once covert is now becoming overt. Iran has openly threatened retaliation for Israeli actions in Syria and beyond. It has tested ballistic missiles and boasts about its drone and missile capabilities. Recently, Iran-backed militias have intensified their attacks against Israeli targets. And in an unprecedented move, Iran launched a direct missile and drone assault on Israeli territory. This marked a dangerous escalation and put the Iron Dome directly in the spotlight. For the first time, the system wasn't just dealing with homemade rockets from Gaza. It was intercepting advanced, long-range missiles and swarms of drones potentially coming from Iranian soil or Iranian proxies.
It is designed for high efficiency and low costs. It has a proximity fuel explosive warhead which is triggered by an active laser fuse which is then used to destroy the target.
How the Iron Dome responded to Iran's assault. The attack from Iran was massive. Hundreds of drones and ballistic missiles were launched simultaneously, many targeting key Israeli infrastructure, air bases, and urban centers. It was a test, possibly a preview of a future, wider regional war. And the Iron Dome? It stood its ground, but it didn't work alone. It was part of a layered defense strategy that includes systems like David's Sling and Arrow, which are designed to stop longer-range and higher-altitude threats. Together, they formed a multi-tiered shield over Israel. The Iron Dome focused on the short and mid-range rockets, intercepting them before they could reach their targets. The result was a stunning show of defensive coordination. Although a few missiles got through and caused damage, the vast majority were intercepted mid-air. Lives were saved, infrastructure remained intact, and most importantly, a larger catastrophe was averted: the challenge of overload. However, the system isn't perfect. One of its biggest weaknesses is saturation. If too many missiles are launched at once, the system can become overwhelmed. And this is exactly the strategy Iran and its proxies appear to be using, flooding the system with rockets and drones in hopes that at least a few get through. The recent attacks exposed this weakness. Some rockets penetrated the defenses and hit their targets. But even in these moments, the Iron Dome proved that it's not just about technology, it's about buying time. Time for civilians to get to shelters. Time for the military to respond. Time to prevent chaos. Financial cost versus human cost. There's also the economic side to consider. Each interceptor missile fired by the Iron Dome costs tens of thousands of dollars, while the rockets being intercepted can cost as little as a few hundred. This creates a strategic dilemma. How long can Israel sustain this kind of defense, especially if attacks intensify? But when you weigh that against the cost of civilian lives, destroyed homes, and the psychological toll of constant bombardment, the choice becomes clear. You can't put a price on saving lives. What's next in the Iran-Israel conflict? The recent events have made it clear. The Iron Dome will remain a central piece of Israel's defense strategy. But the growing threat from Iran is pushing Israel to evolve even further. Military planners are already working on upgrading the Iron Dome with lasers and more advanced radar to counter the growing drone threat. The idea is to make it faster, cheaper, and even more precise. Meanwhile, the threat of all-out war with Iran remains dangerously close. Iran has warned that any direct attack on its soil will be met with even more massive retaliation. Israel, on the other hand, has made it clear it won't tolerate threats to its existence. The region is at a tipping point, and the Iron Dome is no longer just a defense system. It's a symbol of resilience, of preparation, of deterrence. The dome that stands between peace and chaos. The Iron Dome isn't just a military tool. It's a psychological shield for millions. It allows children to sleep at night. It gives cities the ability to function during wartime. It's a technological answer to a very human problem. How do you protect innocent lives in an age of constant threat? As the world watches the Iran-Israel conflict escalate, the Iron Dome stands tall. Not just as a feat of engineering, but as a guardian in the sky. Whether it will be enough to prevent a full-scale war remains to be seen. But for now, it continues to light up the skies with its silent promise. Not today. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about the Iron Dome? Is it a path to peace, or just a tool to prolong conflict? Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.
The Iron Dome then fires a missile to intercept these threats, preventing them from hitting their targets.